So this Geosurge card is the big difference. Just getting to 4 mana, Geosurging for Scion, or Geostorming. One of the things I like is that these Geostorms gives you 7 mana, which is a Bitter Reunion plus an activation. Like, it's a Stormscale plus an activation for Bitter Reunion, which is like a pretty big game. Alrighty, let's see what we got. 1 land. We've got a Strike It Rich. And then we've got some Manamorphoses. I think we can keep this on the draw. Hey, look, have fun. Alright, so all we need to do is find 2 mana. Okay. Well, now we don't need these 2 cards. Play this. Strike It Rich. I'm rich. My brother and I kind of divided the hobbies growing up. And we still are pretty divided. He likes Mario Maker and like RPGs, and he plays Dungeons and Dragons, and he plays Warhammer, and I play Magic and shooters, right? I still know Warhammer, but like, I used to play Warhammer, but like, I like Magic more than Warhammer. Warhammer had this big problem back in the day. There was a problem that I felt with Warhammer. And that was ooh, it's Dredge. Ooh. No, but the way, so I like to play competitive, right? I like to play competitive. And there's a gray area in Warhammer, right? This gray area of physical dexterity and moving pieces and arguing things that are clearly in your favor, right? Like, there was a time when I was playing against one of my friends from back in the day, and we had a laser pointer out, right? And we were arguing about the percentage cover of a unit, and it was like, well, this is 3/4 cover, and this is 5/5 cover, and blah, you know what I mean? And it was just like, all right, I'm done, you know? And the guy's moving his, like, somebody moves their units and they move them 7 inches instead of 6. You know, they give them a little oomph here, a little extra, and you have to watch your opponent like a hawk, you know, and it just takes away the fun of it. Yeah, it's just like, with Magic, it's just like, all right, these are the rules, and these are the rules, and I don't care about anything else. You know what I mean? But in Warhammer, there was that little finagling. It was like, oh, well, you know, if I just, what about, you know what I mean? And it was just like, well, that's really unappealing. I don't like that. All right. Click, click, boom. Boom. At least someone let me show them my deck. I'm so proud of myself. So you're saying you like EDH? I like it. EDH is like Dungeons and Dragons, right? If you play it with fun people, it's fun. But if you play it with tools who are gonna do all kind, you know what I mean? It's not fun if you do. If you know, EDH is like Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like, if someone does some nonsense, I don't even know what to board against them. We probably don't need Blood Moons against them, seeing as how fast they go. We probably want Vexing Baubles against them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, people get so worked up about EDH, it's just like, bro, we're having fun. Yeah, let's bring in Vexing Bauble. Let's bring in Defense Grid. Gotta have some fun. Some fun. So, like, with Warhammer, there's, like, an element of, like, having to watch your opponent. And, like, if you're playing a 2-hour Warhammer tournament match with an opponent who's, like, trying to rules lawyer you and trying to get extra advantage out of moving their pieces a little bit further, it is the most miserable experience in the world. And, like, with Magic, it's just like, all right, 50 minutes. You don't even have to talk to your Magic opponent. You know? Like, you can play a game of Magic against the biggest dick in the world and never say a word to them. And never have to rules lawyer or do anything because you're just like, Judge. Exactly. Warhammer isn't a tournament game. Yep, I agree. Like, I love the lore of Warhammer. I love the units. I used to like painting them. You know, I used to love all that shit. I had Skaven. I had Dark Angels. I had Chaos Space Marines. I had 40k, or I had Chaos Knights. One time, this is only for the Warhammer nerds, but one time, this was back, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago or whatever, and I had an army of Chaos Knights, and I made it so their armor saving throw was 6. And I, like, showed up at a 1,500 point tournament with, like, 8 Chaos Knights, and they all cost, like, 150 because they had a saving throw of 6. So, like, they basically they could always, like, they were unkillable to most units, right? Because they were super expensive and whatever. And then I, like, showed up to this tournament. I was so excited. It was, like, my first tournament of Fantasy. And I took my Knights and I charged a unit of Goblins, Night Goblins. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to shred these Goblins, you know? And I charged, and they had a Goblin Fanatic that just literally rolled, like, it rolled a directional die when you charge them, and it just, like, shredded, like, 7 out of 8 of my Knights instantly because the shit had no armor saving throw. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And that's the last time I went to, like, a fantasy tournament. It was just the dumbest thing. I was like, oh my god, my entire army just got murdered. Fanatics, yeah. So my whole army of, like, 8 Knights got killed by, like, 2 Fanatics into this stupid army. Alright, let's play this. Let's play Valakut's Awakening. Get through the turn. Sounds like I got gobboed. I did, in fact, get gobboed. And, you know, I mean, like, that was cool. There was no problem with that. It was just like a feels bad. You know, but then, you know, it's the 40k tournaments and the arguing with people and the, like, fun. Yeah, I agree. It's not a good tournament game. It's a good play for fun with your friends game. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think we need to bid a reunion to try and dig into some goodies. Okay. I guess we'll bid a reunion next turn. Like, one of the problems with that game, too, is that, like, I remember I was playing against my brother, right? And he was playing Lizardmen, and I was playing, I don't remember what the hell I was playing. I think I was playing Skaven, right? And I took, like, my magically juiced up guys, and I charged his, like, unpainted skinks or whatever, his Lizardmen, and, like, he's like, well, this unit and then, like, I go to fight and I start using my psychic attack or whatever, and he's like, well, this unit has blue scales, which means they have plus whatever resist, and he showed it to me on his army chart, and I'm like, well, fuck. Like, I didn't know that, right? His units were unpainted, so how the fuck am I supposed to know they have blue scale special magic resist? So obviously I wouldn't have taken my psychers in, but he's like, yeah, on page 47 of this Lizard Man handbook, here's this thing where I can pay 5 extra points and give my unit +2 psychic resist or something like that. And I'm like, well, fuck, man. No, this was like, I don't know, maybe if it was like a million years ago or whatever. Yeah, magic resist or psychic, you know what I mean? Like, it was something like that. So I like had this whole plan, and he's like, well, I have this magic resist or whatever. And I'm just like, well, how the hell am I supposed to know that? Yeah, the lore is good. The lore is good. I had one friend who wanted me to play this like spaceship game where it was like it was like a Star Wars game where like you had ships and each ship was that, and like it was the same thing as like you couldn't just look at something and know what it did. You had to like read the ship and read all the extra rules. And games like that, I don't find that fun when the stuff's not readily apparent. Ghost Quarter. Okay, so our opponent is dead. Our opponent has died. So let's play this. I mean, we could do all kinds of fancy stuff, but we just cast Incinerag Feet, and then we just Charbelcher them with Vexing Bauble out. Click, click, boom. Poor opponent. Okay. 1-0. There's some game with pirate ships instead. I can't remember the name. Yeah. Like, it was a cool game. Am I going to 5-0? I don't know. If I play against a bunch of decks that don't offer a bunch of resistance, I will 5-0. But if I play against decks with cards like Counterspell or Pithing Needle, I might have some issues. They should. I mean, there's no reason. There's no reason that they're just lazy. They could put this on like all platforms. They just want a... No! Nothing to see here. Good thing we caught our Leyline of Sanctities. Where are our Leylines at? Where are the Leylines at? Our opponent's just like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, so lands over here. Lands over here. Mana over here. Payoffs over here. Nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing to see here. Move along. I'm sure. Yeah, but I mean, like... Yeah, it would be a nightmare. This is like a nightmare without a mouse. Our opponent's just like, what the hell is this hand? Striker Rich. The only card in our hand that does anything. Let's play Spikefield Hazard. Maybe we were supposed to play Valakut's Awakening there, but this could actually draw us cards one day. Alright, what do you think? Think they got themselves a Bowmaster? Oh. Boo, fun please. This is going to be like the nightmare matchup, right? A bunch of counterspells, hand disruption, you know, nightmare stuff. Wow, they didn't want another Thoughtseize. That's kind of crazy. I would have wanted a Thoughtseize there. I guess they want a threat, or they want to play a Murktide here. They probably want a threat. Okay, so let's play this. And we can Valakut's Awakening here, or we could Strike It Rich. I feel like I should Strike It Rich. Strike It Rich. We want them to tap out. And then we can, like, kill them. We won 3 matches with the last deck we played. When we played last round, we won 3. We went 3-2 with this deck before. We got absolutely shredded by Respect-a-Cat. Vessel of Volatility. Oh no, please don't counter that. That would be terrible. Okay. Why did the Stream Decker not work? Because the Twitch bot is misbehaving. Let's try this again. There you go. It just took a minute. Let's play another Vessel. Okay. Do I want to do anything this turn? I could Desperate Ritual here and then Belcher. But, I mean, we could just wait. Next turn we'll have 1,000,000 mana. The fuck? What the fuck is 3 blue mana? Sink into Stupor. Okay. Okay. Yield. Okay, so let's start off with Pyretic Ritual? Pyretic Ritual. Desperate Ritual. Desperate Ritual. Vessel of Volatility. Dude, they're not going to see this coming. They're not going to see this coming. Sack to Vessel. They wouldn't consign me game 1. They wouldn't consign me game 1. Okay. Okay, your turn. Counterspell was out of spite. I mean, listen, that's on them, right? They Undercity Sewers surveilled and binned this Thoughtseize. And they knew that I had the Stormscale Scion. Okay, cool. Defense Grid? You know, maybe I just want Blood Moon time 4. There was no consign. Maybe we just want 4 Blood Moons. We should probably bring in Defense Grids too. We should probably cut Bitter Reunion. That's not the greatest into Bowmaster. So let's do 4 Blood Moon. Actually, let's just do 4 Defense Grids. Let's cut the Vassals. 4 Defense Grid, 4 Blood Moon. Let's go. Let's go. I think that there is a deck here, right? There is a deck here, but I don't know what it is in terms of like how to build it. But there is a deck here. Cut the Manamorphose versus Bowmaster 2. Maybe. Manamorphose is such a weird card because it's like kind of bad. Alright, let's play... Let's just play this tapped. This deck is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. I would call it perfection. I mean... Alright, first of all, the problem is that this is the weird foil one. Right? I was like, I don't know how this deck's gonna be. I got the weird foil Scion. Right? So the first problem I need to do is I need to buy the regular foil. I need to buy... Why won't it let me buy 4? I need to buy the regular one, because this looks way cooler than this. I'm hoping that the weird frame will confuse our opponents. For sure, it's not great. I don't really want to cast into their nonsense. It definitely has problems. There are definitely flaws with the deck, for sure. But in a way, Stormscale Scion does not get consigned. And in a way, it does. I think that this deck probably ends up needing green. We probably end up needing green for Veils. We could just, like, Veil and then go. No, no. I want to do something a little different than just playing, like, good Ruby Storm. So we're doing things a little bit different. Let's just wait for them to tap out. Wait for them to do something. You know what I mean? Like, we're in no rush. Bowmasters. Alright, we're in a rush. Like, we have lots of cards we could draw. We could draw, like, a Blood Moon, which is going to force some action. We can draw all kinds of stuff. I should have shocked in and flashed back the Strike It Rich. Strike It Rich. Yeah, in theory, this is a good card. We'll have to see if it plays out. But, like... we definitely need some more anti-counterspell stuff. Or maybe we just need a threat to play. They discarded a Murktide. That's not the best for us. Them discarding a Murktide. Alright, yield through the turn. We're looking for something like Blood Moon or something to force some action. Pyretic Ritual. Okay. Pyretic Ritual. Okay. We're 1 mana short of Desperate Ritual Geostorm. Okay. Spell snares. Oh no, my things! What are they gonna take? Scion, probably? My fun. Alright, let's draw Blood Moon. Thank you. You just have to ask nicely. Right? You just have to say, please, can I draw Blood Moon? I'm going to cast Desperate Ritual. When Desperate Ritual resolves, I'm going to cast Blood Moon. If Desperate Ritual... okay, now I'm going to cast Blood Moon. If they have a Consign to Memory, I'm in a lot of trouble. If they get a basic island here... but if they counter this... okay. Now I can go... Incinerag, Feet. Belcher. Click, click, boom. Yay. They just did not present a clock that was fast enough. Okay, this... we're missing one of our 8 cards. Let's mulligan. Because these two are just... I think the card's broken. I think this card is very good. Alright, we'll keep. Put this back. I think you just need to find the right number of Bitter Reunions and the right number of Faithless Lootings and the right number of cards like that to make this deck good. This hand is obviously kind of sus. But we're on the draw. And we just need a little bit of mana. And we have the Bitter Reunion Stormscale Haste. Right? It's already a mulligan to 5, but like... we just need 1 mana to then Shatterskull into Bitter Reunion into... right? We're pretty close to being there. I think actually now that I think about it, Bitter Reunion's just really good. I think it's better than Faithless Looting because it's not... this isn't card disadvantage, and Faithless Looting is, at its core, card selection, but not card advantage. Whereas this is just neutral filtering. Whereas Faithless Looting is filtering, but it does take you down a card. So I think that... Strike It Rich! Alright, we're playing against Boros Energy. A deck that should have no interactions for us in game 1. I say, except for they have Ranger Captain. I mean, this is... You want to see the results of the first challenge? This was the first challenge after the new set got released. Energy, 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 energy. So, Modern's healing. I don't think people can afford Ugin just yet. I think Ugin's still, like, a little too expensive for people. Alright, we gotta get lucky here. We gotta get a little lucky here. We need to find a land or we're just dead. Okay. So we have to draw one ritual next turn. One ritual and we're good to go. Veil of Summer and potentially recross the paths. Recross is a potential where you can set up a turn where you go Reforge, Pact, Infernal Plunge, Desperate Ritual, Incinerag, Feet, Scion, or Charbelcher or something like that. Alright, we need one ritual effect and we kill our opponent. Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual. That's not going to do it. 1 mana shy. If we were on the play, we would be able to do this, but we were on the draw. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Alright. Blood Moons were not good in this match, obviously. Blood Moon's out. Pyroclasm in, Brotherhood's End in, Brotherhood's End in, and submit. Yeah, like there's a big problem in having redundant copies of all of these cards. So I think that Bitter Reunion is probably, or Faithless Looting needs to be highly prioritized, I think. Just because having extra copies of these is just... Maybe we only want 3 Geos... No, I mean, like... Maybe we only want 3 Geosurges. And then we could, like, add a... Oh, well, let's talk about that. Let's do update... Create a new copy of this deck. Updated 2. And let's cut a Geosurge for the Bitter Reunion. For update part 2. Alright, would you like to play first? Yes. Alright, so we have... Lands, a Manamorphose, but we don't have a thing. But it's okay. We'll just keep it for now because it's a good hand. Let's play you. Maybe I should have shocked that in to have Spikefield Hazard up to kill a Ragavan. But... Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't want to take free damage against this deck. And if they play Guide of Souls, then this is useless. Okay. Alright, opponent. Oh, fine. Fine. We have reached a new nemesis. A new nemesis. I'm trying to have fun here. Exactly. We're trying to have fun. What the F is this? Hopefully it stops them. I mean, we just have to... Bombardment. I'm going to cast Manamorphose. There's Stormscale Scion. But it's non-creature spell, right? So we can go Ritual and then Creature. Alright, so let's go Vassal. Play. Yields. So we can go Wassail, Pyretic, Stormscale next turn. Dude, I guess I could play a Pinnacle Monk. No, I can't, right? I just have to put this into play tapped. No, because the rituals only get me 1 mana, right? I can only cast 1 ritual, and it goes from 4 to 5. And these cost 6. Not now, if we draw land, right? What can we play that deals with Deafening Silence? Nothing? Chaos Warp? What this is why this would be another reason to play green, right? You could play an answer for Deafening Silence. Yep. Ooh, I could sploose. Nice. Yay, dragons. Ugh. Our opponent playing good broken cards, and we're just like, oh, I want to have fun. Our opponent's out here playing Deafening Silence and Boros Energy. Well, if you guys want to know what a format looks like post ban, energy. So, enjoy it. We're not winning this game. This Johnny can kill this. Okay, so mana. Alright, we'll keep. Play. We just need 1 more ritual. Maybe we do need just Ruby Medallion in this deck. Alright. Can you just tap out and play something stupid? Can you tap out and play something stupid, please? So I can murder you? Yes, yes. Oh, Bombardment's really good. That's really going to show me. Play you. Crack. I'm sorry, Scion. It'll be your turn next time. Listen, I want all my spells to smell like monkey again. Alright, we could probably get rid of the Blood Moons. We're going to go Pyroclasm, Brotherhood's End. And call it a day. I don't think we need the Blood Moons main deck. I think we're just killing most people. Let's cut these. Let's move them to the board. I think we probably just want Faithless Lootings. I think we just want looting. Okay, what do we got? We got mana, Brotherhood's End, Scion. I like this hand. Amy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Today we are playing a fun little deck that we're working on in Modern, where we're taking the new dragon, the new Stormscale Scion, and we're playing it in the old Belcher lists. So we're running around killing people with Charbelchers and casting the new Storm Dragon. Thank you for the raid, Amy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Appreciate it. The nepotism raid? Yeah. Okay. So we probably just... As much as I would like to just strike... I mean, we have Brotherhood's End. So maybe we just ignore this stupid thing and just strike it rich. This might be a mistake. Time will tell, but we have the Brotherhood's End. And we have Vassal, so we're pretty close to just Stormscale Scioning. Yup. Vessel. So I think we're pretty set up for next turn to just pop off. We can like Spikefield one of their things, Geosurge into this. Okay. We have Bitter Reunions. We do have Bitter Reunions in here. Yeah. So this is our version 2 of the deck, where we played Blood Moons. And then our updated version 3 that we're working on. We've added 4 Bitter Reunions, we've cut the Blood Moons, and we've added the Faithless Lootings back. So we're going to keep tweaking it and keep changing it and keep seeing if we can find a way that we like it a little bit better. Want to keep tweaking, keep messing with it, you know? Alright, so hopefully they don't kill this. And we're not sure about Vessel here. Molten Rain. Okay, I think I need to kill this Ocelot Pride. I mean, I don't need to, but I probably should just kill it. But I can just Geosurge. Like, if they hit me, I could just Geosurge. 1-2, sack this, Geosurge. Stormscale, that makes 2 dragons. Is 2 dragons enough? I don't think so. I think I need to do a little bit better. So let's kill this. And then we'll just play Spikefield next turn. Otherwise, I think we're taking too much damage. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for one more ritual for us to go off. Because I think we need more than 2 dragons to win against... Okay, well, maximum punished. Do I need... Can I just Bitter Reunion here? Or should I shock this in Brotherhood's End? I go to 5. I go to 3 if I do that. Let's just Bitter Reunion. Discard the Brotherhood's End. And we'll play this tapped. We just need 1 spell to cast before the Geosurge, and then we can... Because there'll be 2 6/6s, so we need 1 spell. 1 Manamorphose, 1 anything. That's not... Crap. What are the odds we don't die next turn? Alright, we'll just pass the turn. We'll use Valakut's Awakening at the end of their turn. And then we'll attempt to kill them. We're getting pretty lucky here that we're not dead. They must just be holding on to a bunch of crap. Okay. If they get any creature, we're dead. Yeah. Even if we made dragons, we were still dead. Oh, we're just dead. Just dead. Just dead. A little too awkward. We needed 1 ritual. Would you like to play first? I mean, it worked. We were just a little slow. Okay, so we have Pyroclasm, we have land, we have Bitter Reunion. Alright, let's keep. Let's start off with Spikefield Hazard, because it comes into play tapped. I just took too long. We just took too long that game. Ragavan. Let's Vessel. Next turn we have 2. We can Geosurge. We don't have a thing yet. But we can Bitter Reunion, and if we hit, we can Geosurge. And then Goblin. So we start off with Ritual, then we Bitter Reunion. Or we could just that's probably fine. Alright, let's just play a little slow. We don't need to gamble yet. Bombardment, sure. The basic mountain is for Boseiju type effects. So if someone plays a Boseiju, or if someone plays Knight of the White Orchid, right? Or Field of Ruin, those kind of effects. You can have one basic mountain that you could get if someone like tries to Boseiju your lands. Okay. So let's go Pyretic Ritual. Are they gonna Orms chant me in response to this? Am I getting chanted? Okay. You got me. I've been got. I got. I'll never be the same. I was got. Oh, what set is it from? Oh, this is actually... It is the full art version from Crimson Vow. This is a Crimson Vow art. And it's from the Innistrad Remastered full art version. Thraben Charm, my thing. Yep. Okay, so let's cast Bitter Reunion. Let's discard Pyretic Ritual. Cast Strike It Rich. We have a little bit of a problem here. We are lacking in the things that kill our opponent. In the things that kill our opponent card, we are lacking. We are going to have to hardcast Pinnacle Monk. Okay. We are not lacking anymore. So we cast Valakut's Awakening. And are we just getting a whole new hand? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you get the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just Goblin Charbelcher. Targeting your face. Okay, you have 1 turn to kill me. You have 1 turn to kill me, opponent! You need to kill me right now. Oh, that's so annoying. Manamorphose. Let's get a ritual, please. Red. So we can shock this in and play Stormscale for 2. Or we could just play Goblin Charbelcher. Just put Goblin Charbelcher onto the stack. They have to do 10 damage to me next turn. Alright. Do 10 damage. Okay. Alright, what do we got? We've got 2 lands. Alright, we have turn 2 Blood Moon. Which we're going to have to hope is good enough. We don't have turn 2 Blood Moon. We have turn 3 Blood Moon. I guess we could draw another untapped land. Okay, let's play you. Let's play Strike It Rich. Alright, so... We cannot... Play the Blood Moon next turn. Ingenious Smith. Do I want to just shoot this? Why do I care about Ingenious Smith? You. And I should just... We should just Bitter Reunion away a Blood Moon here. We need to just kill our opponents instead of messing around with Blood Moons. Alright. So I would like to draw Scions. Bitter Reunion. Are they going to kill our Bitter Reunion? Okay, so there's a dragon. So let's start off with Manamorphose. Let's go red, red. Red, red. Okay, so now we can do Pyretic Ritual. Play this Monk. Now we can cast Geosurge. Yay. Unfortunately, we cannot use the Bitter Reunion. But I think it'll be okay. What a shame. What a shame. Okay. Well, your turn. So we have 28 damage. They're going to have some number of portable holes. So they'll be able to take a couple of these away. Urza. Okay. Ross, thank you for the raid. Welcome. We are having some fun. Having some fun with Stormscale Scion. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. We're just having some fun. We're about to attack. Oh no, they get to destroy one of our things? When this vehicle enters, for each player, destroy up to one target creature that player controls. If a creature controls destroyed, they will put 2 +1 counters on this vehicle. You're attacking me for 5 when I have 6 6s. What am I missing? Am I missing something? What am I missing? Am I just... okay. Okay. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. What can we do? We can Blood Moon them. We can Spikefield Hazard them. We should probably just Blood Moon them and attack with our... Do we have to... Alright, let's see. So they have 6 plus this. We might not even be able to kill them here. Because, like, they could just give their things haste. Maybe we just Valakut's Awakening here. 1, 2... Draw a whole new 4 cards. If we attack with 1... I think we just chill. If we attack, we're dead on the crackback. They can equip this to this crew, attack us. Yeah, we die if we attack. I think we can attack with 1. Let's attack with 2. So now they accrue this Junker. And then they move the Shadow Sphere to the Construct. I have to block here to trade for this stupid thing. Yep. Okay, so I don't have it here, but we can go Bitter Reunion, discard Pinnacle Monk, cast Manamorphose, red. So we can kill them next turn because you can't Geosurge this. I could just Pyretic Ritual here, strike it rich. Or I could shock this in, play the Belcher this turn. This sucks. I guess I can shock this in and Pyretic this turn. But that doesn't work because I have to double block. Because then I go to 1 and I have to double block this. Yeah, that puts us dead to trample and dead here. So we can't shock, so we're just going to play this tapped. And 3, 4, 5. I could Pyretic Ritual and flashback this Striker Rich, which is the same thing as casting Pyretic Ritual next turn. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to pass. Alright. No attacks. I think we're going to have to double block the Construct. And then we just need to draw 1 mana next turn to kill him with Charbelcher. You were right. They thought that they got a dragon thing for sure with that. Spin the wheel for Urza. Esper Sentinel, not bad, not bad. Alright, so we dual block. Double block. Alright, 1 mana here. That'll do it. We go to 1, but they die. You get a card. You get a card. Charbelcher. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Yay. Okay. Let's get Brotherhood's End, Meltdown. I don't think they'll have anything for this. Now we have to talk about... Do we want to keep Blood Moon? I feel like Blood Moon is good because it stops sagas, but... I think we just want Brotherhood's Ends and Meltdowns. And maybe defense grids, but I don't know. Let's run it back. Geosurge is a weird card. I don't know if it's good. I mean, it's good with the dragon. Alright, so we got mana over here. Mana. So turn 1, Striker Rich. Turn 2, Vessel. Turn 3, Scion? Okay. I think leaving Vessel in play is just problematic because there's so many ways to remove it. So I feel like Vessel has been quite the liability. Yeah. I wonder if this deck just wants to be a medallion deck. Ugh. Why has it gotta be like that? Why can't we just have fun? Why you gotta be so evil? I can't have any fun! I'm not allowed to have fun. Okay, so we can Sundering Eruption to kill the Saga, but I don't know if we need to do that. I think we need to... Oh, we could just Geostorm Dragon. Let's just do that. Geostorm. Dragon. But the problem is this isn't going to be good enough to beat this stupid constructs. Dude, I hate Urza Saga. It's so dumb. They're going to make another construct. They're going to get haste. They're going to blah, 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 blah. Ritual first. Doesn't that make it so the Scions cost too much? If I Ritual first, I'm only up 1 mana, and then the Scions cost too much, I think. Oh, cool, another Saga. Neat. I guess we're double blocking. Kills both of my dragons, by the way. The rituals don't work. I won't be able to kill them this way. I guess I play this and cast Striker Rich. And hope for an Incinerag feat. If I draw Incinerag feat, then I can live. Each player who casts each spell, so it's just everything. It's just every spell. So it gets a little wonky. Alright, we need a Meltdown. Need a Meltdown. Uh-huh. I don't know. We need Incinerag feat. That kills them. Tilt! Tilt, 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 tilt. Geosurge is no Incinerag feat. That's for goddamn sure. We're dead. Dampening Sphere. Problematic. I mean, we have Meltdown. We have 3 answers to it. I want Blood Moons on the play. Urza Saga is just so dumb. I think we can cut Vessels. They're just going to exile our Vessels. So let's try it again. There's also an argument to playing Vexing Baubles on the play, but meh. So we have 61 cards. What card can we cut? We can cut Valakut's Awakening. These coming to play tap lands cost us so often. I wonder if they should just be the green lands. Land. 2 dead cards. You have Brotherhood's End. Alright, I'm keeping. Yeah, we might need to have a talk with Geo whatever. Geosurge. We might need a talk with Geosurge. No, I don't want to shock this in. Uh-huh. There's stupid Saga. What? Why are you playing Thoughtseize? Well, it's good here. What are they going to take? They're probably going to take Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End? Stormscale Scion isn't really... We're playing Urza after this. So we'll just be playing Broken Urza Saga. The problem is like redundant copies of these cards. It's like how do you filter? Like I think we need Faithless Looting's back. Because I should cast Faithless Looting on turn 1 here. Discard, you know, these extra cards. Yeah, I think we need Faithless Looting. Just to get better card selection. So I think this is what it looks like moving forward. So we can filter out extra draws of cards we don't need. But we'll have to see. Keep playing it. I'll play some off stream. I think the Vessel's just not good. It just gets too hated out. Yeah, I agree. We could try some medallions too. Medallion would make Valakut's Awakening a lot better. We could also even play Ral. Let's get to the Ruby Medallions, which are probably down here. Oh, there they were. I just saw them. Our opponent's still in the tank, by the way. That's why I'm fucking around with other things. So our opponent's taking their sweet time. Ruby Medallion. Man, if I could only add this into the deck. Wonder if we go 3 Ruby Medallions and 2 Bitter... I guess the Bitter Triumph gets better with the Ruby Medallion. We could cut a Geosurge. Alright, what did they do? They Thoughtseized me twice, they took Incinerag Feet, and they took Brotherhood's End. Guess I'm gonna let them draw a card here. Let's draw a Ritual, please. A Ritual. Let's draw a Ritual. I mean, that's not bad. Kills that stupid Blood Moon. Kills the stupid Saga. They do get to kill this, but... Alright, now we just need a Ritual, and then we get to make 12 power. Or, a Ritual gives us 18 power? Yeah, Ritual gives us 18 power. A land gives us 12, 10 power. Well, this does draw them a card, but... No. Ritual, please. Land, please. Thank you. Geosurge. Yay, Geosurge! Bro. Okay. Alright. Thoughtseize, Force of Negation. Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Yeah. Well, let's try this again. Incinerag Feet. Can I do this? Yay. Okay. Hopefully they can't do anything without stupid Urza Saga tokens. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They probably tried to bluff Metallic Rebuke or something. But, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to attack them with dragons. These decks are just so anemic and bad if you take away Saga. If you take away Saga, these decks are just atrocious. Okay. Okay. Attack you. Should I play this Spikefield Hazard? Or should I use it to kill that little son of a... Because you said please. Because you said please. Begin combat, begin combat. Attack you. I should have done this first, maybe. But, I don't know. But I figured they'd cast a spell or two to make it easier on me. So I could get more dragons. More dragons! Yay, storm. Okay. Consign to memory too? Sure. Thoughtseize, Force of Negation, Consign, Dispatch. And they're still just gonna die. And they still gonna die. Alright, this Scion card is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this card. It solves a lot of problems for this deck, but it also adds a bunch of problems. But it's a cool deck. So we went 3-2 and 3-2. Most of our losses being to Boros Energy. And let's open our pity chest.